fire, water, natural disasters, and even mold, we take care of them all, anytime, day or night, from cleanup to reconstruction. Tell your insurance provider you prefer Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Connect. Inspire. Give. Share. Dream first. Because you can. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at Redberry Gymnasium as the pregame show continues. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark, and Ernie, a nice senior night festivity here.
Yep, 4 seniors on the Bangor High School basketball team. Quinn Richards, Parker Noyes, Henry Westrick, and Sam Martin being recognized with some roses and photos with their parents for all the efforts they put in on behalf of the Rams and their basketball program. Last 2 years, Bangor 33-5 as we speak right now with a state championship. Pretty good run by all 4, because Sam Martin joined the team this year, but they're having a heck of a year this year too, so pretty strong recognition there for the veterans on this team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Coach Brad Libby certainly has turned things around for this Bangor boys program, and on the other side, Wes Bartlett, he's been there, what, about a decade and a half?
Yeah, 14? This may be either 15 or 16 at this point. Might be 15.
But obviously a great run of success, started early, and it has continued throughout his tenure there. And let's take a look at the Class A North Boys Heel Point standings, undefeated. As you mentioned earlier in the pregame show, Ernie, they're not going to drop, and they can't move up any further no matter what happens over the final couple of games, but pride on the line here tonight.
Now you see they're 4 games better than any other team in the division, including a win over Class AA Bangor. They are the class of the Class A North in the regular season. I'll tell you what, the second best team in that list, though, you may go down to number 5 and see the Brewer Witches, who are 11-6. Played Hampden to a 1-point decision over in Hampden 3 or 4 weeks ago, led with 10 seconds left. Mosher with a drive to beat them. Also played Bangor very tough twice this year. So you're looking at a potential semifinal matchup between Brewer and Hampden that I'm not sure that anybody from Hampden really is looking forward to, other than they know they're going to have to beat somebody in the semis to get to the finals.
Yeah, a key game between Brewer and Skowhegan tonight over at Brewer High School, but the Witches, again, pretty solid there in that number 5 spot, and that would be a potential semifinal matchup down in Augusta. Bangor, the boys, right near the top, 13-3, and chance to jump over. Edward Little has become a pretty good rival for this program over the last couple of years.
The win that Bangor had here last night over Deering separated them in the Battle of the Rams for second place. They're now comfortably ahead, over 30 points. But now comes the opportunity with a win tonight to move into first place past Edward Little, which is a big deal, because if Edward Little and Deering are 2-3, that would mean they have to play each other in the semifinals, whereas Bangor would only have to play one of them in a championship game should they all keep winning in order to get to the state final.
And you saw Wyndham there in the number 4 spot, and they're 6-10, but they did pick up a win over Bangor down there earlier in the season. Very low-scoring game.
They play a 2-3 zone, pack it in, and make you make outside shots. Bangor didn't when they went down to Wyndham and lost 37-35.
All right, they're doing the lineups down on the floor. As Joe Bennett, our PA announcer here tonight, will have the national anthem here shortly. And let's take a look at the program histories. 3-time state champion for the Hampden Academy Broncos, so 5, 13, and 15. A disappointing year last year. Obviously, they had higher expectations.
Yeah, were the number 1 seed at the end of the regular season. Had a little personnel issue there that cost them one of their leading players and wound up getting bounced in the quarterfinals. But you see those 3 state championships, 05, 13, and 15, all under Russ Bartlett. And then you see 7 regional titles under Coach Bartlett as well. So a strong decade and a half of dominance. A couple of Mr. Basketball winners in Nick Gilpin and Christian McHugh. Zach Gilpin, by the way, was a Gatorade Main Player of the Year for the Broncos, and one of 4 schools with multiple Mr. Basketball winners, along with Portland, Falmouth, and Deering. So a strong recent history for the Broncos.
And for the Bangor Rams last year, 16-2 in the regular season, ended up in first place in Class AA North, and went on to win the state championship with that 10-point victory over Bonnie Eagle. And you see a lot of the history there, a lot of that coming under Roger Reed, of course.
Yeah, Roger Reed with 8 of those state championships, and of course 25 regional championships that spans many decades. A couple of Mr. Basketball winners last year, Matt Fleming, and in 2003, Zach Ray. And they're one of the multiple schools, along with Deering, Falmouth, Portland, and Hampden, with multiple Mr. Basketball winners. So just a long run of basketball tradition here at Redberry Gym.
And we'll get the starting lineups here in just a second from you, Ernie, but you had an article in the last few days about potential reclassification in high school basketball, and just what you gathered, and kind of sum it up for us here.
Well, first of all, it wouldn't happen next year. It would happen the year after. We're in the first year of a 2-year classification cycle. What it would do here, it would move Hampden Academy, along with Skowhegan and Messalonsky, up to Class AA. You'd have 12 teams in each Class AA division, North and South. It also would move several other teams from Class B to Class A, including Old Town, MDI, Prescow, and Caribou. The idea being they're trying to even out the number of schools in each class. It'll be interesting to see where that particular proposal goes, because one of the other issues that you have is to try to keep the differential between the biggest school in a class and the smallest school in a class as little as possible in terms of numbers of students. And the proposal that is out there wouldn't necessarily do that. So there'll be a lot of discussion over the next year or so as to what happens with the 5-class system as it is in Maine.
All right. Now the color guard, Bangor High School Junior ROTC, making their way towards the Ram logo at midcourt. And we'll get our national anthem sung by our PA announcer, Joe Bennett. It's amazing what Joe Bennett can do with his voice. I mean, sometimes he can sound just like a high school band.
And the student section, as they get into it as well. But
when Joe's here, I expect him to be singing the national anthem.
I do too, but you know something? If you bring the band, you ought to use them.
Put them to work.
Yeah, exactly.
And a great job by the Bangor High School band. Fans are packed in here like sardines, and we're getting set to get this ball game underway here tonight. Ernie, why don't you run down the starters very quickly?
Starting lineup for Hampden: Andy Ray, number 0, Bryce Lozier, number 2, Mikey Ray, number 5, Braden Cole, number 10, and TJ Hennigan, 22. And for Bangor, Sam Martin, 0, Parker Noyes, 1, Henry Westrick, 11, Andrew Schwez, 23, and Joey Morrison in for Quinn Richards, who is in street clothes tonight.
All right, first shot of the ball game off the fingertips of Andrew Swez. He misses it from the left elbow, and the rebound down to the Broncos. Here's Bryce Lozier inside, kick out to Cole, and Braden Cole drills the 3.
Well, that was that harkened back to the last meeting between these teams when Bangor defensively shut down Lozier pretty well, but he was able to dish out, and the rest of the Broncos shot 60% from three.
Andrew Suez coming out, firing away. He hits this shot from the right corner for three, and we are knotted. And that pass is going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off Bangor. So we take a look at Cole's three-pointer.
Yeah, after the defense had kind of sagged in on Lozier, that left Cole wide open in the corner.
Neither side taking a lot of time to break the ice. Now it's Hampden's turn in the half court. Cole, now it's Hennigan on the left side. Near side, Andy Ray. He's going to try a three. That's off the rim, no good. And Joey Morrison will let it bound out of bounds. And it will be Bangor Ram basketball. Brad Libby across the way. You can see him pacing in front of that Bangor bench. Same for Russ Bartlett at the other end. Now they go inside to Martin. Double team, but nice job there by Sam to escape it. End up right in front of the basket. He kisses the window for two.
Yeah, you see the immediate help that comes with Sam Martin. It's probably Parker Noyes' defender is going to sag into the middle of the lane trying to provide some help, but no help that time.
Rams with their first lead of the night. Mikey Ray fakes the three, steps inside the arc, has his shot blocked by Westrich. Here come the Rams. Suez almost lost it, regains control, and goes off glass for two.
Yeah, that block shot on the perimeter set up a quick, fast break for Bangor, and they're off to a strong start.
Here's Bryce Lozier to the hole. That is going to be partially blocked, I think, high off the backboard. Just one shot there for the Broncos. Coach Bartlett in our pregame interview said his team cannot afford to get down early here against the Rams. They trail it by 4. Martin, kick out. Here's Noyes for three. He's got it.
That's great recognition by Sam Martin. It was indeed Noyes' defender, Andy Ray, who came in for the double team. When Martin got the ball in the low post, he knew where Noyes was at the top of the key, got it to him quickly for the wide open three.
Both student bodies well represented here tonight. Bangor High School student body right below us. Spin move by Lozier off the Hennigan. Power move. He's got two.
Again, that's Lozier. As much a playmaker as he is a scorer, one of the leading assist makers here in Eastern Maine. And that time his penetration along the baseline set up Hennigan for the layup.
All right, now we got a bump and a foul. It's going to go against the Broncos. Basketball Night on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. They are a local family-owned company that has been serving Maine communities for over 35 years. Visit them at bouchardcleaning.com. Rams with the basketball. They have a 5-point lead. We're approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Morrison gets it back to Noyes in front of the Bronco bench. Noyes still with the handle. Baseline out to Morrison. Spots up for three. That's no good. A little strong, but an offensive rebound by Martin, and now coming from behind as Noyes. I thought I heard a whistle there, but no whistle. The block from behind by Hennigan as Noyes was getting ready to fire up a three. And Brad Libby wants answers across the way. Here you go.
Looked like he might have got him across the arm there, but no foul was called. That's what Brad Libby was looking for and is still looking for, but going to be a foul on Bangor. Suez is first, and that sends Lozier to the line.
Bryce Lozier gets the roll on the first attempt. Gets the Broncos to within 4.
Both these teams allowing around 50 points a game. The earlier meeting, 74-62, much higher than I think anybody anticipated in terms of the offense.
Lozier misses the second one, but the offensive rebound by Hennigan gives Bryce another shot. And he hits the two-pointer from the left side to make it 10-8. And let's see, they're going to check the floor at this end. Maybe some moisture. Looks like they're looking for somebody with a towel to come out and dry things off here.
Bangor with the early momentum of this game, but Hampden's come back nicely. 5 straight points to cut the 7-point deficit down to 2, and maybe some blood on the floor somewhere.
A little blood. Now they got to find out.
Yeah, it looks like it might be. You might see
some
someone.
Braden Cole.
Well, Sam Martin's taking his jersey off. I think I saw some blood on his back.
But Sam Martin had to change jerseys the last time.
Yeah, I think it was the last time they played Hampden, actually.
Basketball Night on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local trade winds. Fuel up at your local trade winds, where every gallon you buy supports local cancer care. With your help, over $1 million has been raised by trade winds since 2011. Here is the step in there by Mikey Ray and the big block by Westrich, setting things in motion for the Rams.
Yeah, good kick out to the wing there. Could have gotten it back, but Schwez had a lane to the basket and finished off the fast break. And now there's the kick out pass from Martin to Noyes. And here's the play. Nice block from behind by Hannigan. Here's Hannigan getting the offensive rebound, kicking it back to Lozier off the missed free throw. This time he pulls up from about 14 feet along the left side and knocks it down.
So 10-8 our score with 4:26 on the clock. They've been working on the lane at the Hampden basket. Hampden end of the floor currently.
Must have two double zeros in the. Well, I'm not sure. He's still got the same jersey on he had before. So.
Well, let's see. It's Sam Martin heading back to the locker room.
There's something underneath one of the zeros on the back of his uniform. I don't know if it's blood or if it's a rip of some sort, but.
And it looks like Brad Libby is just going to make a change here.
Yeah, he's
going to get Keegan Sear into the ball game.
Max Clark as well just entered the game.
So you got Sear, Noyes, Clark, Morrison, and Westrich. A little smaller lineup than the Rams are used to.
See, there's Schwez. I wonder if Schwez was part of the blood issue.
No, he's heading into the locker room as well.
Yeah.
Well, they continue to inspect the floor. Things slowing down here a little bit. And we're going to take a quick time out here. This is Basketball Night on Ticket TV.
Old Town Auto Parts is a locally owned and operated CarQuest store. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff has over 35 years of experience in the automotive parts business. Some of the unique products and services we offer at Old Town Auto Parts include custom hydraulic hose assemblies, marine, ATV and UTV, interstate batteries, import parts, auxiliary lighting, PVE supplies, and hand tools. At Old Town Auto Parts, great service is not an act. It's a habit. Visit us at 434 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town or give us a call at 827-4445.
Back at Bangor High School, Redberry Gymnasium, still in the first quarter, 4:26 left, 2-point lead for the Bangor Rams. We've had a delay here in the first quarter as they found some blood on the hardwood. Sam Martin has changed his jersey. He's gone from 00 to 55. That's what happened when we had this issue previously in a Bangor game. Meanwhile, Andrew Schwez still has his 23.
Yeah, although he had some sort of adjustment done.
I think we're getting close to resuming action here at Redberry Gym.
And both those players allowed to stay in the game, not having to be substituted for in that particular situation. Wasn't sure what that rule was regards to blood.
It's like everybody is checking their body down there. I see some of the Bronco players looking at their arms and uniforms.
And now Bryce Lozier behind the scorers table being looked at for something.
Looks like he was showing somebody.
He might have been the subject of the source of the blood here as they look to maybe wrap a finger.
All right, Broncos are going to take a timeout here, and we will as well. Basketball Night on Ticket TV. We'll get back to the action here soon.
Take a break from school, screens, and routines. Play a game in real life. Grab your friends and come to G-Force Adventure Center in Brewer for laser tag, archery tag, and paintless paintball. Experience the fun at G-Force Adventure Center, Wilson Street, Brewer.
Find the greatest selection at Maine's largest Chevy dealer, Quirk Chevrolet. Enjoy the comfort and safety of the economical Equinox SUV, or drive away in Maine's official truck for getting to work, Chevy Silverado. It's your Chevy. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back to to high school basketball here on Ticket TV. Next to the last game for both of these teams, Hampden Academy and Bangor. Bangor has Oxford Hills coming up
tomorrow night. A lot of games scheduled for Thursday have been moved up to Wednesday because of
that's what we're down to,
situation. There we go.
Earlier in the season, that was a busy spot right there, but
sure
just
was.
Oxford Hills and Nokomis will be at Hampden to round out the Broncos schedule. All right, we are underway once again. Rams with the basketball. One change of a uniform. That was Sam Martin moving from 00 to double nickels. They go inside to Martin. Sam turns, skips it into the near corner to Noyes. Now back inside to Suez. Lozier ended up on his back. Bangor retains control. Here's Westrich trying to weave through that Hampden defense, and what a move he makes as he scoops it up and in. And a free throw coming to Henry Westrich.
Yeah, Bangor's having a little difficulty getting the ball where they wanted, and finally Westrich just said, I'll take it all the way, and he's got this move he's developed this year where he just extends the right arm and gets an extra 3 feet out of it in terms of closeness to the basket, and nobody's able to defend that, and that time he was able to take it all the way.
And a foul on Hennigan. Free throw is missed. Sam Martin had an opportunity for an offensive rebound, but they lost the basketball. Here's a shot up and off. Weak side rebound to Andrew Suez. And a miss here by Bangor. And a scoop shot at this end, and it's no good. Ball almost hit up through the cylinder. And let's see, we're going to get a call against Hampden here.
That's going to be Lozier, I believe, on that foul.
That'll be his first of the ball game. So 3 on Hampden, 1 on Bangor. 3:15 left to go here in the first quarter. And the shot is good. Parker Noyes, his second 3 of the ball game.
Senior night, and Noyes off to a quick start.
Making some noise.
They're going to give him some open shots. He's got to take them, and so far he's made the Hampden defense pay.
Lozier just beyond the free throw line, misses the jumper. Long rebound near corner, picked up by Westrich. Gets it off to Noyes. Noyes, little hesitation move. Back to Westrich. He'll try a 3. Net!
Lozier was hot on the 3-pointers during warm-ups tonight. I'm not surprised to see that one go down, particularly from that left side of the court.
All right, Hampden in need of a bucket here. Lozier the take and the make. Nice strong move there by Bryce Lozier.
Yeah, at about 6'4", he's just got a height advantage over anybody that's going to try to guard him because of his ability to handle the ball on the perimeter. And that time he just took it all the way to the rim.
Morrison getting the start here tonight with Quinn Richards out of the lineup. Inside they go to Sam Martin. Misses that shot, but ball bounces around into the hands of the Rams. They'll reset things in the half court. Almost a steal there by Mikey Ray. Shot by Westrich, and he is feeling it right now.
Tell you what, he's going to want a copy of that move there with the tricky behind the back dribble to get past the defender, and then the sweet-looking 3.
Lozier a try. That is short. Offensive rebound. Hennigan goes back up. Shot won't fall, but a foul against Martin.
Yeah, watch this as he sneaks the ball by Mikey Ray, who had himself a layup going the other way, and instead he's watching Westrich drop down the 3-pointer.
And again, the versatility being shown by Henry once again. We saw that strong take earlier, driving through the Hampden defense, and now 2 threes as Hennigan at the line rattles home the first free throw. Joey Morrison's going to check out. Max Clark in for Coach Brad Libby. Checking in for Hampden, it's going to be Landon Gabrick. He's just a freshman. Braden Cole was out for 4 games, I believe. Gabrick got a lot of playing time, and Coach Bartlett said that has made his team a little deeper. The experience for the freshman.
Incredibly deep, but they'll go 7, sometimes 8 deep.
21-12. Here's Noyes into the lane. Shot short. Offensive rebound, Suez, and he puts it home.
Schwez with a quick 7 here for the Rams.
Now, here are the Broncos, a collision, and they're going to call a charge against Cole. And Andy Ray is going to check back in for the Broncos. He'll come in for Braden Cole. So for Hampden, you've got Gabrick, Lozier, Andy Ray, Mikey Ray, and Hennigan out there on the floor. Westrich, Suez, Martin, Noyes, and Max Clark for Bangor. They go to Martin, looks over the defense. Westrich has it on the near side. Going to try to make a move in the lane. Floater up and off, no good. Gets it back, and the putback will go. And another foul coming here against Hampden. It could be against Hennigan.
Yeah, this Westrich scoring in pretty much every conceivable way here so far. That time missed the first shot, contested layup, but went quickly to the offensive boards to get the foul on Westrich, on Hennigan, his second.
Henry's free throw is good, so he tacks on 3 more with the conventional three-point play. Here's Lozier. It's out to Mikey Ray. Mikey in the lane, lays it in. So the Broncos back on the board, but they trail by 12.
Bangor's defense so concerned with Lozier and helping out on him, that gave Ray a easy lane to the basket.
How about the start here tonight for Parker Noyes on senior night? Using the window, Lozier strikes right back quickly, uses the left hand for the layup. Brad Libby not happy with something. Couple of seconds left. Westrich fall away 3, and that's going to be too long. And that will do it for the first quarter of action. A solid one for the Bangor Rams at both ends of the floor. After the first 8, Rams with a 12-point lead. This is basketball night on Ticket TV.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first, because you can. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Honey, where are the kids?
I don't know.
Water, fire, natural disasters, and even mold, we take care of them all, anytime, day or night, from cleanup to reconstruction. Tell your insurance provider you prefer Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Honey?
Welcome back to Redberry Gymnasium. Second quarter underway. Broncos with the basketball. Bryce Lozier along the left baseline. Now they work it around to the near side. Andy Ray trying to make a move, and he's going to step on the end line. Official right there to see it. So a turnover for the Broncos.
Just a second. I don't have Bangor for a turnover yet in this game. So very clean that way, which explains the high-scoring nature of the first quarter.
Yeah, they have excelled in every phase of the game. Right, Bill? Here's a very long 3 by Suez, and oh my goodness, the Bangor Rams are on fire. It is warm in here, Ernie. They got their shooting sneakers on tonight. Cole back into the ball game for Coach Bartlett. Here's Mikey Ray looking for help inside Gabrick, the freshman, with a jump hook, and he gets the bounce. Showing no fear in the middle of that Bangor defense.
Now going up against a 6'5" Schwez, just made a little move, went over the top. That's an impressive move by the first-year player.
Joey Morrison, entry pass. Martin on the way up. Shot was blocked by Mikey Ray. All ball there. No argument from Big Sam. Here's a three-pointer by Lozier. That's off, and ripping it down is Sam Martin. Brad Libby with some words of wisdom for Westrich. Noyes goes to Suez. Suez, Noyes. Westrich all off the very strong starts here tonight. Here's Suez in the corner. Almost drew a foul there against Lozier. Tries the shot, and Ernie, when it's going good,
Yeah.
just keep shooting.
His only mistake there was he stepped on the line. Otherwise, it would have been a 3.
Gabrick tries the 2. No good. Inside position there for Henry Westrich. Over the back, Braden Cole.
Was kind of off balance and to regain his balance, and he was on the line, straddling the line, but as you said, he was feeling it and knocked down another one from about the same spot. He hit the 3 earlier. $12 points for Schwez so far.
Got a packed house here tonight, and Tina, one of our camera people, she's made a move. She's made an adjustment on that left side, trying to get over the Hampden student body. Here's Bangor back to work. Westrich again. Man, oh man, 35 points already.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking the first quarter score was a halftime score for these games, but for these teams, but Bangor just continuing to fire away.
Skip pass to Gabrick. Here's Mikey Ray, crosses over. Free throw line shot is going to be too strong. Offensive rebound by Mikey Ray, and that is a great effort there by Mikey Ray, and a big 2 points for Hampden. They're reeling a little bit here in this first half.
Yeah, their issue is defensive end of the court right now.
Bangor missed. Breaking news, Ernie.
Yeah, maybe that shot just a little quicker than they would normally like, but there's somebody have been going down. Why not take the shot at it?
Brad Lozier's scoop shot rolls off the iron, no good. Rebound Martin. Westrich up ahead. And Henry's going to end up at the line.
Yeah, Westrich always sneaky, leaking out on those fast breaks, anticipating that either Schwez or Martin usually will get the defensive rebound. So he leaves early sometimes and gets himself a basket or two like that pretty much every game.
And Westrich has one rattle out. Mikey Ray is going to take a seat on the bench in the girls' game. Got a good one down at Hampden Academy. Got that game on the radio side of things. Wayne Harvey, Beth Staples down at the stable, and Hampden a 4-point lead heading to the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, back here at Red Berry, 16-point lead for Bangor. Here's a long 3 by Andy Ray, left it short. Just one shot for the Broncos. Westrich, tricky dribble into the lane, kick out. Max Clark will try a 3. That is short. Good read there by Keegan Sear to have that basketball briefly, and then it goes off the leg of Braden Cole.
Yeah, nice play by Keegan Sear on the weak side. Saw that Hampden was going to get the rebound, snuck in blindly to knock it off the leg of the Hampden player.
And Westrich left open on the out-of-bounds play, and he drains another one. What's that, 3 threes for Westrich?
3 threes, 17 points here in the first half for Westrich.
And a turnover by the Broncos. Things are not breaking their way, and you've got to give all the credit to the Bangor Rams. They are playing an outstanding first half. We are not even midway through the second quarter. Bangor band entertaining the fans here tonight. Basketball night on Ticket TV, brought to you by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. You deserve a clean car. Call 945-3016 or visit deansdetailing.com. Basketball night also brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Run with us online at greenwayequipment.com. Well, this is the third game of the late afternoon evening here. All the other games were quite competitive. It started with a freshman game that was a 2-point win, I believe, for
42-40 for Hampden. And then the JV game was Bangor 54 and Hampden 49. So he's been very competitive, and so far this one a little bit more one-sided, at least to this point.
Bangor almost doubling up the Broncos, 39-20. We did not expect this. Maybe a quick start by the Rams, but this is a torrid start. Jump hook miss there by Martin. Here comes Lozier from behind. Max Clark gets a hand on the basketball. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, but it's going to be off Bangor.
And there's Max Clark doing his thing. He doesn't score a ton coming off the Bangor bench, but he creates havoc with his energy and his defense, and they're
kind of like a defensive back coming up behind the receiver.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of blew that play up, and now Hampden starts from side out.
All right, here's another takeaway. Keegan Sear, speaking of a pretty good football player, Westrich lines another one up. This one a miss. There's a high dribble there by Lozier. Bangor wanted a carry. They don't get it. Shot by Cole, and that's too long into the hands of Henry Westrich on the weak side.
Yeah, and Bangor's got Hampden rushing offensively now. I think they're just seeing about 7 Rams out there defensively and trying to rush things to get a good shot.
Lob pass inside, and a foul coming here against Hampden.
Yeah, here's a pass inside to Martin, and as the defense collapsed, the foul was called on Mikey Ray. His first team's 8th. Bangor, in addition to everything else, just 2 fouls here with 3 minutes left in the first half.
Sam Martin hits the free throw. So it is now a 20-point lead for Bangor.
We talked before the game started about how Hampden was able to win on their home court with other players besides Lozier making 3-pointers. Hampden's other players shot 60% from beyond the arc. Bangor has 7 3-pointers already in this first half compared to just 1 for Hampden.
Bit of a planetary rotation on those free throws there by Sam Martin, but he made both of them. Here's another miss by the Broncos. Long rebound into the hands of Andrew Suez. Suez, left side, puts up the shot. It is good. Hampden is not this bad defensively.
No, they're not at all.
Just dominating things here in this first half.
I mean, you see Suez at 6'5". He can pretty much go up over anybody as well.
Turnover, Broncos, and a take by Keegan Sear. Great body control. Took a bit of a hit there, but put it off glass for 2 points.
Yeah, it's a matter of everything going right for Bangor at this point.
2:15. Mikey Ray, kind of a flat-footed 3. It's no good, and no such thing as an offensive rebound here recently for the Broncos. It's run by Bangor. Certainly their fans are happy, but it's kind of taken the air out of the gym here. We expected a little tighter ball game based upon what we saw earlier and what we've seen in previous matchups between these two teams. There's a block by Hennigan. So the good news for the Broncos is there's a little more than a half left to go, but they got to start turning the tide here.
They've been outscored 17-4 here in the second quarter so far, and it's been that level of domination by the Rams.
And it comes to Westrich again, open on that out-of-bounds play, and he hits it. I mean, Bangor executing very well to get Westrich open near that right wing, and he's got that much space. He's going to cause some trouble.
Yeah, Westrich now 4 for 6 from the arc, 20 points altogether, and that's just too much room there.
Second time on that out-of-bounds.
That's a layup on that out-of-bounds play, essentially.
48-20. Rub my eyes occasionally to make sure that score is correct. Lozier, Bryce Lozier along the left baseline, angles in to get squared up to the backboard. Closing in on the 1-minute mark here in this first half. Joey Morrison says, I want to join the party. Can't hit that free throw, or shot from the free throw line. Rebound to Andy Ray. Pushes it up, middle of the floor. Little hesitation move. Gets to the hole and lays it in.
Yeah, he knew he had the big guy on him away from the basket, so Ray, seeing the quickness advantage, was able to dribble around Martin and get to the rim for a second straight basket for the Broncos.
Now, Hampden's had some tough losses in the postseason. Let's go back a while probably to find out, you know, if this trend continues here.
Yeah, that's a situation.
Loss and
senior night,
yep.
Bangor needing the win to get to the first place. Hampden comfortably in first place in their division. It was certainly a game that, short of the rivalry, had a lot more meaning to Bangor, and they're playing like it means a lot.
Got a foul on the freshman Gabrick, reaching in on Westrich. And you look at these teams, starting with the starting 5. Bangor has normally 4 seniors in their lineup. Quinn Richards not playing here tonight. Joey Morrison getting the start for the Rams. He's a sophomore. Suez is a junior. Ostrich at the free throw line again. And he's got another one. Rams have hit 50.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Henry Westbrook is not going to want halftime to come. He's just going to want to play through. He's got 22 points here. And wondering what the record is for this joint.
Hampden has 1 senior in their starting 5. That is Mikey Ray and, of course, Bryce Lozier. So 2 starters, seniors for the Broncos. Bucket there for Hampden to make it a 24-point game. Last second attempt, and that is off the rim. No good. And that's going to do it for the first half. One of the best halves, if not the best half, for the Bangor Rams this season. Or I think you'd have to look far and wide to find one that matches this.
Yeah, I mean, 50, that's what Hampden's giving up in a game this season. And Bangor's got it at halftime. Excuse me, just shot the lights out. 22 for Henry Westridge, 14 for Andrew Suez, and then 8 quick ones for Parker Noyes to help get Bangor out of the gate. So and again, the 3-point shooting that we talked about that Hampden used to their advantage in the first meeting of the season, Bangor just with some torrid shooting from the perimeter, and they've earned all of this 24-point halftime lead. It's kind of stunning to say 24-point halftime lead, but that's where we're at against a Hampden team that is undefeated at 16-0. Kind of tells you how Bangor is playing tonight.
Bit of a surprise, but we've got 16 minutes left to go. We've got the halftime show coming up next. We'll step aside.
That's why Stephanie Euler is a proud sponsor of Basketball Night on the Ticket. Call 922-2382 or stop by my office at 670 Union Street, Bangor for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Celebrating 50 years, Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 choice for driver's ed. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Sign up today for weekday or weekend courses at northeastdrivingschool.com.
When you are running a business, the last thing you need is to be slowed down by computer issues. Computer Doctor of Hampden manages all your computer systems, including security, performance, updates, maintenance, troubleshooting, and backups. Don't wait until you have a problem. Leverage the Computer Doctor's expertise to get the most out of your IT budget. They offer on-site service or fully encrypted remote support that works with your schedule. Need PC or Mac repairs? Computer Doctor has you covered. Visit their office located in the Hannibal Hamlin Plaza, 60 Main Road, North Hampden, or give them a call at 862-7019.
Are you tired of dealing with pest issues? Mainly Pest treats both residential and commercial accounts for ants, roaches, bed bugs, and rodents with all the same attention to detail. We offer both traditional and eco-friendly plans to ensure you the best in quality of service. Mainly Pest is a Maine-based family-owned company, and we know what's important and realistic to Mainers. We are here to offer you quick and effective treatments to give you peace of mind. Mainly Pest, quality pest control services you can trust.
Take a break from school, screens, and routines. Play a game in real life. Grab your friends and come to G-Force Adventure Center in Brewer for laser tag, archery tag, and paintless paintball. Experience the fun at G-Force Adventure Center, Wilson Street, Brewer.
Find the greatest selection at Maine's largest Chevy dealer, Quirk Chevrolet. Enjoy the comfort and safety of the economical Equinox SUV, or drive away in Maine's official truck for getting to work, Chevy Silverado. It's your Chevy. Find it at Quirk.
For my team, for myself, and for my biggest fan, I will do my best today.
Katahdin Trust, community banking at its best since 1918.
Connect. Inspire. Give. Share. First. Because you can. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What? Oh. Ow, oh. Oh.
Fire, water, natural disasters, and even mold, we take care of them all, anytime, day or night, from cleanup to reconstruction. Tell your insurance provider you prefer Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Old Town Auto Parts is a locally owned and operated CarQuest store. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff has over 35 years of experience in the automotive parts business. Some of the unique products and services we offer at Old Town Auto Parts include custom hydraulic hose assemblies, marine, ATV and UTV, interstate batteries, import parts, auxiliary lighting, PVE supplies, and hand tools. At Old Town Auto Parts, great service is not an act. It's a habit. Visit us at 434 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town or give us a call at 827-4445.
For my team, for myself, and for my biggest fan, I will do my best today.
Katahdin Trust, community banking at its best since 1918.
Welcome back to Bangor High School. Bangor High School band entertaining the fans here tonight, doing a great job, as is the Bangor boys basketball team. This is the Jeans Electronics halftime show. Jeans Electronics is the premier dish TV retailer in Maine. Check out Jeans' new location at 516 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Ernie, let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. They're going to be dominated by Bangor, I'm suspecting.
Yeah, they just put on an offensive show, and there's, I believe that was Schwez from three-point land. Here comes another deep three, at least a fake deep three by Mikey Ray, and then there's the block by the 6'4" Westrick to lead a fast break. Good kick out to the right wing to Schwez. Gains control and slips between a couple of defenders for a layup. Sam Martin getting double teamed. Eyed the open player. That was Parker Noyes, one of his two three-pointers to half. Now here's Westrick to the basket with that reach out with the right arm for the layup. And now here's Westrick from perhaps his favorite place beyond the three-point line. One of his 4 three-pointers in the first 2 quarters as Bangor was just lights out. And look at that move there. Dribble behind his back to elude Mikey Ray, a good defender, and then steps up for yet another three-pointer. And here's Schwez off the offensive board. Just too much height there and strength for the 6'5" Schwez. That time Westrick was stopped on his first try as Hennigan was there, but quickness to the offensive boards, and there's another way for Henry Westrick to score. And then here's Schwez, perhaps the deepest three of the first half for Bangor, who made 8 of the 13 three-pointers, although Westrick tries to match him here with the same result. And then Schwez, 2 of his 14. Westrick with 22 and Schwez with 14, and there's Westrick one more time from beyond the three-point arc, and at this point it's all Bangor leading 50-26.
All right, and want to run down some other first half numbers before we get things underway here in half number 2.
You mentioned Henry Westrick, 22 points, also 6 rebounds for Bangor. Andrew Schwez, 14, 8 for Parker Noyes, all in the first quarter, and 4 for Henry Westrick, and 2 for Keegan Sear for Bangor's total of 50. For the Hampden Academy Broncos, Bryce Lozier with 11, Mikey Ray with 4, Andy Ray with 2, 3 for Braden Cole, and 2 for Landon Gabrick on their way to a 26-point first half.
All right, Bangor will have the basketball as we get things underway here in the second half. Here's Parker Noyes, one of the seniors honored before the game, had an outstanding first half, lost the basketball, a tie-up. Martin and Cole end up on the floor. It's going to be Hampden basketball. Arrow pointing the Broncos' way.
By the way, I did not have Bangor. I guess I did have him with 1 turnover in the first half. Pretty remarkable. T.J. Hennigan for Hampden with 4 points in the first half as well.
Yeah, I mean, the production, 50 points in 16 minutes. The shooting percentage has to be 60 or above.
Yeah, 8 for 13 from threes alone.
Yeah. Here's Hennigan. Hampden going to need to take it one step at a time here. Lozier double teamed. Andy Ray open right side. That one rims out, no good. Flying in for the rebound, Andrew Schwez. Bangor's been doing a nice job limiting Hampden to just one shot. Inside they go to Martin, spins, and it's going to get fouled again, so Sam will be at the line.
I think the defense thinks that Martin is going to go to his right initially, back into the middle of the lane, but on a couple of occasions he spun to the baseline to his left and wound up with some open space to get to the rim.
Sam started the game wearing his customary 00. Put some blood on that initial uniform, had to go to number 55, and his team almost matched that uniform number. In points in the first half. A couple of free throws there for Big Sam. And the sterling night continues for Bangor. TJ Hennigan will pick up 2 at the other end. Nice feed there from Bryce Lozier.
Interesting defensive move by Bangor, and they did it for some of the first half as well, and that's Joey Morrison, who's giving up about 7-8 inches defensively to Lozier, but his quickness is causing some trouble.
Free ball there from Noyes, no good. Lozier finally corrals that rebound. Long pass up ahead to Cole. Braden Cole inside to Mikey Ray. Tried to feed the cutting Lozier. Fortunately for Hampden, into the hands of Andy Ray. Lozier for 3 from the left corner. It's good.
Yeah, that takes some strength too, because he never really set for very long at all. Got the quick pass there along the baseline and immediately shot it up, but knocked it down. His first three-pointer of the night.
I think Coach Brad Libby is going to be coaching harder in this second half than he did definitely in the first half, because he wants his team to continue playing like they did in that first half. There's a jump hook miss. Morrison stepped in the passing lane, almost took it away. Lozier on the fly, and that's going to be a charge. Suez taking the hit, but gets a round of applause as he gets to his feet.
Just a 5th turnover against Hampden there. So they've had a pretty clean game, but as you mentioned, not too many offensive rebounds, just 1 shot per trip, and not too many high percentage shots at that.
Rams up by 21. Go inside to Suez. Suez battling Lozier. Shot up. This time it won't drop. We got a couple of bounces like that in the first half to go. And they try to zip it inside to Hennigan, but good hands once again by Bangor. Nothing coming easy for the Broncos. Westrick's open for 3. That one's off, no good. And Lozier with the rebound and a foul against Morrison. Basketball Night on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Old Town Auto Parts. They are a locally owned and operated CarQuest store at 434 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. At Old Town Auto Parts, great service is not an act, it's a habit. Cole open for 3. That is too long. And Martin snares it out of the air. Bangor in no hurry. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the third. That's going to be another turnover for the Rams. So those are adding up a little bit here in the third quarter. Cole underneath the basket. Now Lozier. Going to get you a score on the Hampden-Bangor girls game here momentarily. Miss inside the lane by Cole. Offensive rebound. Hennigan, very long 3, and that's going to be wide right out of the hands of Bryce Lozier. The Hampden Academy girls at home tonight defeat Bangor 53-41. So a big week for the Bronco girls as they battled Gardner
last night. Battle of 14-1 teams. Got that win, and now with this win over Bangor, will clinch the #1 spot in Class A North.
Timeout called by Bangor coach Brad Libby. We will take it as well. This is Basketball Night on Ticket TV.
Take a break from school, screens, and routines. Play a game in real life. Grab your friends and come to G-Force Adventure Center in Brewer for laser tag, archery tag, and paintless paintball. Experience the fun at G-Force Adventure Center, Wilson Street, Brewer.
Make this the best winter ever in a brand new all-wheel drive 2020 Subaru Forester. Lease for only $299 per month. Find great selection and deals at QuirkSubaru.com. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
Back at Redberry Gymnasium, packed house here tonight. Expecting a tight one. Not getting it so far. Bangor has been in control. Shot the lights out in the first half. Scored 50 points. They've only scored 2 here in the second half. 3.5 minutes in.
Yeah, the shooting touch has kind of stayed in the locker room.
Well, that'll help. They get it inside. Martin gets deep, uses the left hand. Easy two there for the big guy in white, 54-31. So Hampden has only cut into the deficit by 1 point. Lozier tries to make it 3, and he does.
Lozier now with 16. You mentioned that Brad Libby would be coaching hard. Really what you want to do if you're him is just make sure they continue to play the defense. The offense is going to be what it's going to be.
Oh, nice block there by the sophomore Hennigan as Morrison tries to save it in. Ends up against the padding, but the ball goes into the hands of the Broncos, and they promptly throw it away. Russ Bartlett's still got the hands.
Oh, he does.
Probably didn't want to be in a position to catch a loose basketball there because it is a turnover again on his Broncos.
Yeah, that's turnover number 7 for the Broncos. Good defense down at the other end by T.J. Hennigan, though. He's matching Martin in height at almost at 6'7", but he's just a sophomore, and he's got some weight to gain, but that time went right straight up for his 4th block shot of the game.
Put another 8 to 12 pounds on T.J. Hennigan over the next couple of years. He could really be a force. Pretty good player as a sophomore, as is. He's defending Martin, who gets the feed. Martin turns, drives, has the shot blocked by Hennigan, gets it back though, feeds to the cutting Suez, who lays it up and in.
That's a pretty unselfish play there by Martin. You figured he got his shot blocked. He wasn't going to take that and go right back up again, but
and good
instead
awareness.
Nice pass.
Pardon me, Ernie. Good awareness by Suez, too, to see his teammate in trouble fighting for the basketball. Maybe initially going for the basketball, but then saw Sam come up with it and then cut to the basket, got the nice feed.
Gave him an outlet.
Bryce Lozier is going to be at the line.
He's pretty much abandoned the long-range shooting here. He's taking it right to the rim here in the second half, and quick 8 points for him here in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter.
Completes the three-point play. Andrew Suez been working hard here tonight. Has to tighten up that lace on the left sneaker. I noticed Henry Westrich is not wearing those. Remember those circular things?
It's like the first time all year I've seen him.
Well, he didn't have them on the other night.
Okay.
At the end of the game, he didn't against Brewer. I took note of that. Suez, right corner, steps inside the arc, misses the shot. On the weak side is Braden Cole, rising high for the rebound. A collision and a charge against Mikey Ray.
And a little conversation there as well.
Now, the one thing I took note of before the game is these teams were getting along quite well.
That was Henry Westrick on the defense there, and he just smiled.
Yeah, having some fun. So the Bangor lead down to 20. Hampden has carved 4 points out of the 24-point lead. Westrich tries to get a couple back, but he is denied there by Hennigan. He's got a handful of blocks in this one, and then TJ at the other end prances his way to the hole for a couple.
Yeah, that's pretty good action on both ends of the court by the 6'7" Hennigan there. Quick down the court he was after the block shot.
Broncos can prance, right, Ernie?
Yeah, indeed.
Here's a steal by Mikey Ray, so he gets back against Westrich, but he comes up short on the layup. Golden opportunity there for the Broncos. Here is Suez underneath the basket, backs out, shot blocked by Cole. Clark gets it, floats it up there, it's no good. And it's Andy Ray. Things are getting a little interesting here in the second half. Down to 18, still a long way to go for the Broncos. Dangerous pass there, and Hennigan had to try to collect it down around his ankles. Here's the cutting Lozier, and he tries to slam it home. Doesn't quite succeed, but he does succeed in getting 2 points.
Yeah, got on the rim a little bit, and lucky the ball didn't bounce out,
right.
But kept it in, and Hampden making a run here.
Westrich, Max Clark, quarterback on the football team, deals it to Noyes. He drives down the left side of the lane. Westrich goes inside to Martin, a collision, no foul, and the tip in by Martin after the miss. Strong move there again by Sam Martin.
Yeah, a little play on action there. Definitely some contact in the middle of the lane.
And now a turnover. Lozier loses it. Noyes to the hole, and it falls out.
Both teams squandering a couple of transition opportunities.
Under 50 seconds. Here's Mikey Ray. Doesn't miss this layup. And we got a timeout called by Russ Bartlett. And we will step aside as well with 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Hampden trailing Bangor 58-42. High school basketball on Ticket TV.
I'm Stephanie Euler, your local Bangor Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Stephanie Euler is a proud sponsor of Basketball Night on the Ticket. Call 922-2382 or stop by my office at 670 Union Street, Bangor for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Back at Redberry Gymnasium, Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark and our entire Basketball Night on Ticket TV crew led by director Mark Paulette. And Basketball Night is brought to you by the Computer Doctor. Need PC or Mac repairs? Computer Doctor has you covered. Give them a call at 862-7019 or visit HamdenComputer.com. A little bit of a run here as we look at TJ Hennigan flying in for a layup, and the cutting Bryce Lozier. Got the bucket.
Nice play, though, on the backdoor cut by Lozier there to get to the rim.
Again, basketball IQ, awareness, whatever you want to call it, just understanding what is needed at the moment.
Yeah, there was Mikey Ray, again, seeing open space to all the defenders on the perimeter, and that left him a wide open lane to drive.
Swez open for three. Got it. Andrew Swez, who had the outstanding first half, got a sub in here for Hampden. Checking in the ballgame, Alex Thomas, a junior. Waning seconds here in the third. Thomas had it briefly. Out high to Mikey Ray. 5 seconds. Lozier with it. No surprise there. Bryce pulls up, right elbow, and no good. Buzzer sounds, and that will do it for quarter number 3. The Broncos pick up 5 points. They trailed it by 24 at the half. They trail it by 19 at the end of 3. Fourth quarter action up next. This is Basketball Night on Ticket TV.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first, because you can. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you are running a business, the last thing you need is to be slowed down by computer issues. Computer Doctor of Hampden manages all your computer systems, including security, performance, updates, maintenance, troubleshooting, and backups. Don't wait until you have a problem. Leverage the Computer Doctor's expertise to get the most out of your IT budget. They offer on-site service or fully encrypted remote support that works with your schedule. Need PC or Mac repairs? Computer Doctor has you covered. Visit their office located in the Hannibal Hamlin Plaza, 60 Main Road, North Hampden, or give them a call at 862-7019.
Welcome back to Bangor High School. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark. Bangor with it as we get things underway here in quarter number 4, and a foul coming against the Broncos. I think the humidity here in the gymnasium has affected our duct tape here, Ernie, on our banner.
Really? I thought duct tape was invincible.
I'm going to show my versatility here. And my length, maybe. And I'm going to fix it. And I didn't hurt anybody. Bangor back at it. I was busy, Ernie. Who got that one?
That was Parker Noyes in the lane.
Wow,
going up
boy,
over some trees there to pick up his 9th and 10th point of the game.
We sometimes forget about Parker Noyes. With all the other talent on this Bangor team. Lozier will try a 3. Nothing but iron there, but a nice follow and putback by Mikey Ray. Deficit still at 19.
Yeah, that 3 by Schwez late in the third quarter was kind of a momentum killer.
Yes. Inside Martin, can't get the shot to go. Tip won't go by Schwez. Back out to Westridge. Thought he was fouled. No foul called. Ball goes out of bounds. And they are going to say it was tipped by Hampden. So it's going to be Bangor basketball.
It did look like some contact on that 3, but no call made. Bangor retaining possession.
Russ Bartlett, coach for Hampden, had to retrieve the basketball, which ended up all the way at the other end of the floor. Max Clark in the ball game. He'll trigger the out-of-bounds play. Gets it into Westrich. Henry in the lane, scoops it up. No good, but a foul against the Broncos. Henry will be at the line for another 2 free throws.
Yeah, Mikey Ray's done a good job on Westrich here in the second half. Just 1 3-point attempt in the third quarter. Got his only shot of the second half so far after a 22-point first period.
This is the free throw. During halftime, they also honored the seniors for the Bangor cheerleaders who were regional champions recently. They'll be fighting for a state championship. Cole misses the shot, keeps it alive. Ball ends up in backcourt, no possession there, so Ray can pick it up in backcourt. Gabrick, the freshman, in once again. There's some tight passing lanes there, but the Broncos so far have not given it up. Bangor at swarm level defensively. And the ball. Wow. Broncos are having trouble.
A little organized chaos here, I think.
Lozier puts up the shot, and that's going to be a block against Suez. So Bryce Lozier will go to the line for 2 free throws.
That was called being on the brink of a turnover, but never actually committing one there, as they had several opportunities to lose possession.
Bryce spins the basketball, puts up the shot, and it spins out. Basketball night on Ticket TV brought to you by United Technology Center, Maine's largest technical high school with over 20 programs. Check them out at utcforme.org.
Should say both these teams playing their second game in as many nights, and you tend to wonder if
that's another good point.
At some point there's some fatigue that kicks in. Having said that, I know that Hampden was able to get their starters off for much of the fourth quarter against Gardner, so a little rest there. Bangor had to play pretty much the entire 32 minutes.
There's that spin move towards the baseline. No help coming for Braden Cole, and an easy 2 for Sam Martin, big 6'8" center for the Rams. Gabrick tries to get around Martin, puts up the shot over Sam, but it's off the front of the rim, no good. And there to pick it up is Parker Noyes. 20-point lead. 5:40 left to go in the ball game. TJ Hennigan getting set to come back into the ball game for Coach Bartlett. Lob pass inside Martin, and he's going to pick up 2 more, and a foul coming from behind against Hampden. It's going to go against Andy Ray coming from behind.
Yeah, Hennigan needs some rest, but and he's been getting a couple of brief shots, but every time he's out, Bangor just attacks with Martin, and Hampden's got nobody else to defend against him.
Second foul on Andy Ray, 16 foul against Hampden. And again, rotation, not a thing of beauty. Sam has pretty good success at the free throw line, but not there. Hennigan open, that shot. He was trying to get it up and over the long arms of Sam Martin, and it didn't come close. And we're going to get a hand check out front, and a technical foul coming here against Mikey Ray. He's been in danger, I think.
Yeah, they've been going at it a little bit here, Ray and Westrick here in the second half. Ray's done a good job defensively here after intermission, but I think maybe Westrick kind of winning that mental battle there due to the second and third fouls on Mikey Ray. That may be third and fourth, actually, because the technical counts as a personal foul as well.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. Obviously, Hampden a little frustrated here late in this one.
So you have a 1-and-1 first and then a 2-shot technical. So a chance for Westrick to pick up 4 points. That was his first point of the second half right there. Now 2 technical free throws and the ball. So this is a huge opportunity.
And the lead is back up to 25 now. 3 straight at the line for Westridge. Second one is no good on the technical free throws. So 3 out of 4 there. 75%. Not too bad. Bangor's going to get the basketball as well.
And Ray is going to sit down with the 4 fouls.
Probably a good idea. Noyes, Morrison, Westridge, Martin, and Suez on the floor for Bangor. Gabrick, Andy Ray, Braden Cole, Hennigan, and Lozier out there for the Broncos. That pass is going to get away. Was it tipped? They say no. So it's going to be Bronco basketball.
Unofficially, just the 5th turnover on the Rams, though. So in addition to everything else, they've been clean with the ball.
Hennigan out to Ray. Andy Ray, left-handed scoop shot, blocked there by Sam Martin. Well, a good test for Hampden, obviously, playing a very good Class AA team in Bangor, a team that Hampden defeated down at Hampden Academy earlier in the season, but Bangor is playing some of their best basketball of the season right now. And maybe you want to go undefeated. We have this discussion just about every sport, but baseball and basketball, but football and high school basketball, obviously, with fewer number of games.
Yeah,
to go undefeated, but
yeah, there's I think there's a specialness to it, completing an undefeated season. But the fact is, they have been the dominant team in Class A North throughout the season. They're still undefeated in their division, and so something to be said for that as well.
Oh, strong move there by Andy Suez. Suez, a little bit of a learning curve moving to this Bangor program. A little bit of a roller coaster ride, but it looks like he's kicked it in gear.
Yeah,
just the right time.
Really, it took him maybe a third of the season to really get comfortable, and he, boy, is comfortable.
Speaking of Andy Suez, tries the 3. It's no good. Ball saved in by Lozier. Here come the Broncos. Gabrick, left side, goes to Hennigan in the lane. Here's Bryce Lozier, and on the way up, he gets fouled. Westridge reaching in, so 2 free throws coming here for Bryce.
If you look at both of these teams, and they'll be feeling pretty good about themselves going into the postseason. I mean, Hampden just ran into a first-half buzzsaw here tonight in Bangor, and really we're out of the game by intermission.
Lozier's free throw is good. Basketball night on Ticket TV, brought to you by Stephanie Euler. She is your local Edward Jones financial advisor. Call 922-2382 or visit Stephanie at 670 Union Street in Bangor. 72-47 now as Lozier hits 2 free throws. Here's Martin inside, jump hook, he's got 2 more. Tough to stop when he gets that deep.
Yeah, he's been the offense for Bangor here in the second half.
Lozier will tack on 2 more. Beautiful spin move in the lane.
Yeah, with the left hand to go around the 6'8" Martin on that play. 26 now for Lozier.
Yeah, even when Martin is not blocking shots, he is affecting shots. Floater by Noyes, no good. Tip in will go for Suez. Cleaning up on that offensive glass. So Bangor not producing at the rate they had in the first half, but still not bad over the last several minutes here. Here's Westridge. He's got 2 more, and he is playing to the crowd. And a timeout called. Bangor fans on their feet. Rams having an outstanding night. Here's the move by number 11.
Yeah, senior on the freshman, that length, that arm length there to get the ball out ahead of the defender, and really no way to stop it.
29-point lead for the Broncos. Some subs coming in for Coach Bartlett. Basketball night brought to you by G-Force Adventures in Brewer. It's fun for the whole family, featuring laser tag, archery tag, paintless paintball, a bounce zone, RC and drone racing, over 100 arcade games, and axe throwing now. 2 lanes added about 6 days ago.
Axe throwing.
Yeah, axe throwing. What did I say?
No, you said axe throwing.
Okay.
It's just I still struggle to kind of come to grips with that.
That
as
was axe throwing with a
kind of a fun
question
activity.
mark,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, great. I'd like to try it sometime.
We are going to try it sometime. Bangor student body rubbing it in a little bit. And let's get you some of the new names. Gabrick is still out there. Also in the ball game, Alex Thomas. Here's Gabrick putting up the shot in the lane. Thomas the offensive rebound. Gabrick will try another one and gets the bounce. Also in for the Broncos, Logan Tribo and Aiden Crystal. And number 20, Travis Zapiga. Westridge still out there for Bangor, along with Martin, Noyes, Morrison, and Suez. So the starting 5 is going to soon depart here for Bangor. And it's going to start with a senior, Parker Noyes, making his way off the floor. Sam Martin is also going to check out. Henry Westridge out as well. In for the Rams, Gavin Young, Colton Emerson, number 22, that's Colton Emerson. Also number 24, Cabron Streams. And number 30 in as well, Eli Bradford. And number 20, Cooper Corey. So 10 new players out there. Here's a 3-ball, and that's no good. Thomas tracks down the board. Gabrick. Here's another high-arching 3, and that's off the front of the rim, no good. Crystal can't get it to fall. Broncos working hard. Gabrick's 3, no good. Thomas with another rebound, and a foul from behind is going to go against Gavin Young.
Westrick with 27, Suez with 21, Martin with 16, Parker Noyes with 10.
Stay tuned. Oh, pardon me.
No,
Eric.
go ahead. Nope.
Just going to say stay tuned after the ball game for the post-game show. We'll get you some replays, some final numbers. We'll also have a guest or two here in our basketball night broadcast position high above the courts here at Redberry Gymnasium. And that 3 a little shy there from Crystal. Rebound to Young. Under 1 minute left in this ball game, so the Broncos are going to fall to 16-1. They have a home game against Nakoma, so they'll have their senior night. Bangor traveling to Oxford Hills in their final game. Rams finishing with a flurry here.
Yeah, they've won a bunch of games in a row now. I don't have my computer on, but I'm thinking the streak is probably 6 or 7 at this point.
And there's a shot up and good. And it's Colton Emerson, sophomore guard.
And Aiden Crystal answers with a 3 for the Broncos.
He's been firing him up since coming off the bench. Nails that one. And the Rams will dribble it out. Bangor fans rise to their feet in unison, applauding the victorious Bangor Rams here tonight as they defeat Hampden Academy by a final of 80-54. So the Rams with a lot of momentum heading towards the postseason as their girls lost tonight, but next week the Bangor girls and the Bangor boys will be hosting quarterfinals here at Redberry Gym. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with the postgame show. Bangor wins it. Basketball night on Ticket TV returns in just a couple of moments.
For my team, for myself, and for my biggest fan, I will do my best today.
Katahdin Trust, community banking at its best since 1918.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
Take a break from school, screens, and routines. Play a game in real life. Grab your friends and come to G-Force Adventure Center in Brewer for laser tag, archery tag, and paintless paintball. Experience the fun at G-Force Adventure Center, Wilson Street, Brewer.
Find the greatest selection at Maine's largest Chevy dealer, Quirk Chevrolet. Enjoy the comfort and safety of the economical Equinox SUV, or drive away in Maine's official truck for getting to work, Chevy Silverado. It's your Chevy. Find it at Quirk. Make this the best winter ever in a brand new all-wheel drive 2020 Subaru Forester. Lease for only $299 per month. Find great selection and deals at QuirkSubaru.com. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
For my team, for myself, and for my biggest fan, I will do my best today.
Katahdin Trust. Community banking at its best since 1918.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Celebrating 50 years, Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 choice for driver's ed.
Old Town Auto Parts is a locally owned and operated CarQuest store. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff has over 35 years of experience in the automotive parts business. Some of the unique products and services we offer at Old Town Auto Parts include custom hydraulic hose assemblies, marine, ATV and UTV, interstate batteries, import parts, auxiliary lighting, PVE supplies, and hand tools. At Old Town Auto Parts, great service is not an act. It's a habit. Visit us at 434 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town or give us a call at 827-4445.
Are you tired of dealing with pest issues? Mainly Pest treats both residential and commercial accounts for ants, roaches, bed bugs, and rodents with all the same attention to detail. We offer both traditional and eco-friendly plans to ensure you the best in quality of service. Mainly Pest is a Maine-based family-owned company, and we know what's important and realistic to Mainers. We are here to offer you quick and effective treatments to give you peace of mind. Mainly Pest, quality pest control services you can trust.
Find the greatest selection at Maine's largest Chevy dealer, Quirk Chevrolet. Enjoy the comfort and safety of the economical Equinox SUV, or drive away in Maine's official truck for getting to work, Chevy Silverado. It's your Chevy. Find it at Quirk.
Back at Redberry Gymnasium, Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark and our basketball night on Ticket TV crew. Bangor Rams, a big win here tonight, 80-54 the final, as the Rams facing a bit of a gauntlet here in the final week of the regular season, but so far so good for the Rams and their head coach, Brad Libby, who joins us here in our broadcast position high above Redberry Gymnasium. And Coach, first of all, congratulations. We talked about it before the game, how your team was playing down the stretch, and man, oh man, that first half was something to see.
Absolutely. I'm incredibly proud of our guys. You know, we got a little bit of adversity here late in the season, playing Deering yesterday, another tough Hampden team today, and then going on the road to Oxford Hills tomorrow. But like I told them, you know, adversity builds character. We stick together and do what we do every day, play Bangor Rams basketball, we're going to be just fine. And, you know, they came out with energy and heart on both sides of the floor. Couldn't be more proud of them, especially for the seniors. Great all the way around.
That had to be among, if not the best first half that the Rams have played this year. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. And, you know, it's when you do that, it's on both sides of the ball. You know, offensively, we were patient. We did what we wanted to do. Defensively, we attacked the ball, rotated hard. You know, they executed to a T.
You talked before the game. We talked about the loss over at Hampden and the fact that players other than Bryce Lozier were able to knock down threes. I think you said 60%. A little turnabout fair play here tonight. You guys 8 for 13 in the first half from three-point land. I think Hampden had just one three-pointer in the first half. Any sort of defensive adjustment at all to kind of respect their three-point shooting ability?
Yeah, you know, we wanted to close really hard. Every day in practice we do shell drill 4-on-4. You know, we wanted to take Bryce away, and I told the guys, we do this every day. It's 4-on-4. We forget about those two guys that we're taking Bryce away, and we got to rotate hard. And our goal is to force them to put the ball on the ground, take it to the hole. We'd have good backside help, and they did a really good job. Like you said, 1-3 in the first half, but I think they had a really hard time getting shots off.
Coach, coming out of the locker room for the second half, I made the statement early in the second half that I thought you would have to coach and would coach harder in the second half than you did in the first half. Everything was working your way, but you want to sustain not only that production, but that effort level, because you know what's coming up right around the corner.
Absolutely, and that's the key, and good teams make runs. I told the guys, Hampden's going to come out, they're going to make a run. We got to withstand that run and push back and keep the pedal to the floor, and I think they did that. We talked to Sam. He was posting a little high there in the second half. We got him posting lower, and once he gets that low, if he catches the ball, he's a really hard guy to stop.
And because I'm Mr. Offense, I got to go back to the first half a little bit.
All he thinks about.
Just in terms of Henry Westrick and Andrew Swez, in terms of the combination, I think they had 36 between them in the first half, and Henry in particular was getting all kinds of different ways to score offense. I mean, that's a kind of not that he hasn't had breakthrough performances before, but that was the total package.
Absolutely, and I think that's a great stride that he's made this year. We've worked really hard with him. He's worked really hard on his own to create that second, that third ability where he can take it to the hole, he can do a step-back jumper, where really in his first 3 years he was just a spot-up shooter. So hats off to him. He's worked extremely hard. And Andrew, that dynamic duo, adding Sam in there, that's really a three-headed monster that's hard to stop.
And you had another little monster there at the start of the game, Parker Noyes with 8 early in the game, and that was important because his guy was sagging in to help double and triple team Sam, and they all of a sudden had to respect Parker. That gave Sam some more room to move.
Couldn't be more proud of him. When he plays within himself and within the Bangor offense, he can be really effective for us. He's a great point guard. He can take it to the hole, forcing them to collapse, and if they don't, then he'll finish it for us.
Two games in 3 days, 3 days, 3 games in 3 days coming up, but Deering got you to second place. Hampden gets you to first place, we believe, in AA North. Now you've got to go to Oxford Hills tomorrow and not trip up there,
right.
I would think.
And that's a tough trip. It's a long trip. Oxford Hills,
it's beautiful this time of year.
they love their basketball, so it'll be loud there. We're going to have to make sure we recover tonight, get some energy, and take care of business tomorrow to finish the season off strong.
A few winds and rises and falls along the way. They're a bit of a roller coaster ride, but safe travels.
Awesome.
Good luck to you, and we're going to see you down the line here.
Great. Thanks for doing this, guys.
All right, Coach Brad Libby joining us here in the post-game show, and we'll try to track down a couple of more Rams here in the post-game show as well. Why don't we take a timeout right here? We'll come back. We'll get you the numbers in this one. You saw a lot of the highlights while Coach Libby was joining us, and again, that first half, 50 points for the Rams, but as the coach has said many times, it all starts at the defensive end, Ernie. I want you to remember that, okay?
Well,
because you are so offensive-minded.
I have written something that will be in a future Bangor Daily News that will explain my offensive preference. Is that the right word? I'm not sure.
Okay.
But there's something coming up. Leanings.
Okay.
We have a tournament section coming up, and I have a very valid explanation for it.
Wow. Talk about a huge tease. I don't know. Mark, should we charge him for that? I think we should send him a bill. All right, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back with more of the post-game show next. This is Basketball Night on Ticket TV.
For my team, for myself, and for my biggest fan, I will do my best today.
Katahdin Trust, community banking at its best since 1918.
Connect. Inspire. Give. Share. Dream first. Because you can. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
What? Oh. Ow. Oh. Oh.
Fire, water, natural disasters, and even mold, we take care of them all, anytime, day or night, from cleanup to reconstruction. Tell your insurance provider you prefer Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
I'm Stephanie Euler, your local Bangor Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Stephanie Euler is a proud sponsor of Basketball Night on the Ticket. Call 922-2382 or stop by my office at 670 Union Street, Bangor for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
When you are running a business, the last thing you need is to be slowed down by computer issues. Computer Doctor of Hampden manages all your computer systems, including security, performance, updates, maintenance, troubleshooting, and backups. Don't wait until you have a problem. Leverage the Computer Doctor's expertise to get the most out of your IT budget. They offer on-site service or fully encrypted remote support that works with your schedule. Need PC or Mac repairs? Computer Doctor has you covered. Visit their office located in the Hannibal Hamlin Plaza, 60 Main Road, North Hampden, or give them a call at 862-7019.
Take a break from school, screens, and routines. Play a game in real life. Grab your friends and come to G-Force Adventure Center in Brewer for laser tag, archery tag, and paintless paintball. Experience the fun at G-Force Adventure Center, Wilson Street, Brewer.
For my team, for myself, and for my biggest fan, I will do my best today.
Katahdin Trust, community banking at its best since 1918.
Welcome back to Redberry Gymnasium here at Bangor High School. Basketball night on Ticket TV. The Bangor Rams defeat the Hampden Academy Broncos here tonight, 80-54, handing the Broncos their first loss of the season. And meanwhile, the Bangor Rams trying to propel themselves into the number one spot in Class AA North. And joining us here in the post-game show, Andrew Suez of the Bangor Rams. Andrew, congratulations, and just talk about that first half.
So I think we came out with a lot more intensity than Hampden did. I mean, we put up 50 points in a half, so, I mean, when you score that many points in a half, it's hard for a team to really come back from that. I mean, they still played pretty well. They put up 24, I think, and, I mean, that's still a lot for what we give up. So I thought we did a really good job just scoring the basketball in the first half.
Can you describe what it felt like for you and Henry in particular during that first half when pretty much there was a point in the game where everything you were throwing up was going in?
Yeah, I think just going into this game, it was huge. I mean, senior night, Hampden, we needed this game to get the one spot, so I think we just came out with a different type of intensity that we haven't had all season.
And also talk about while you're that offensive-minded, so to speak, 50 in the first half, 80 in the game, you know, you only gave up 54, so the defense stayed, for the most part, pretty true.
Exactly. I mean, they're a great offensive team. Like they've got a lot of guys that can hit threes, and I think that our rotations were just unbelievable tonight. I mean, Coach said it after our post-game, and he just said that they couldn't get a shot off that they wanted. They were taking contested shots all game.
We've talked about it before, Andrew, watching you play here. We've done a number of Bangor games, and it looked like it took you a little while to get acclimated and get into this system, obviously coming from George Stevens Academy. Just talk about that process and how long you think it took for you and when it kind of kicked in.
I'd say probably after the 5th or 6th game was when I felt fully acclimated in the team. It was nice having those first 3 preseason games, but I think it's just when you have 3 really great players on a team, you got to just mesh together. And I think it took me maybe 5 games to mesh with everybody.
How do you approach that? Because not every night are all 3 of you going to be on, but there's a pretty good chance 2 of you are going to be on a given night. How long does it take to figure that out during the course of a game?
I would say probably after the first quarter. But, I mean, I think there's a lot of times in the season where Henry or me have had really good, second quarters or third quarters, and then maybe not as much in the fourth quarter. But that with the 3 guys that are that good, we can just kind of play off each other off the quarter. So if one's struggling, the other one can take over.
Winding things down here in the postgame. Shall we get another guest standing by? Henry?
Henry,
why don't you join us here, and we'll just give you this microphone there. what's up? I mean, this is the best dressed post-game guest we've had. What happened with you? You didn't get the memo?
You know?
You didn't get the memo?
I didn't, apparently.
There you go. We asked Andrew about that first half. I mean, you guys were feeling it, and I'm not criticizing you here, but it gave you the opportunity to play up to the crowd, having some fun here on senior night.
You know, like you said, it is our senior night, and we had some fun, you know. We got into it, you know, brought the crowd into it. It's a great feeling.
Everything was working for you in the first half. Just kind of talk about the feeling when you know you can pretty much get whatever you want, whether it's an offensive rebound or a drive to the basket or a three-pointer or that scoop shot you've developed over the course of the year.
It's incredible, you know, and I got my teammates behind me, you know, just picking up any slack I leave, and it's great.
So obviously you guys have had a ton of success this season, and you had a ton of success last season as well. When you come to the gym on a night like tonight, it's senior night, you know there's going to be a huge crowd here. They're telling everybody to get here early. The place was packed, and you're gearing up for the game. And then you go out and have a night like you guys had. Do you have a different feeling coming into the game, Andrew?
Oh, definitely. I think we brought a totally different intensity that first half that we haven't really had that all season. I mean, we've had intense games with Deering and Edward Little, but I think the type of intensity we had was just totally different than what we've had all season.
How did you look toward this week, Henry? It turns out it's 3 games in 3 days. It was originally 3 and 4. But knowing who you were playing and what the prize was for winning 2 or 3 of these games, i.e. getting to number 1 in AA North, how did you, I mean, you've been pretty good at taking them one at a time so far, I guess.
We definitely had to bring in a whole new intensity, a whole new game style, and I think it brought the best out in us.
A quick question. This is off the beaten path here, but we noticed you're not wearing your circular or whatever, whatchamacallits. So what happened there?
I did in the last 2 nights because they've been slipping off in warm-ups, and at that point in the game, if they're like just falling off, it's just kind of annoying. And I'm going to try and wear them when we have the spray stuff that helps them stay on, but we didn't get them on these 2 times.
Kind of like our duct tape there on the wall.
That's right. That's right. So 3 games in 3 nights. So you guys are used to this. You've played AAU. You're used to playing multiple games in a day, for goodness sakes. But to wind up the season that way, knowing you've got home game coming up next week in the quarterfinals, just the whole mindset heading into that.
I mean, we know we have this break after these 3 games, so we know we can bring it as hard as we need to and as hard as we can.
And how about, I mean, you've had 2 great victories. You know, Deering's having a great year. Obviously, Hampden's having a great year. Oxford Hills is not having a great year, but it's over the river and through the woods to get there, for one thing. And they would like nothing better to play spoiler. And I don't know how it would affect, if at all, the standings, but you've done 2/3 of the job. It's how important would you say, Andrew, to finish the job by getting one more win there?
I mean, I think it's important to get the win tomorrow, but I mean, I was looking at the heel point standings, and I think with this win, I think Oxford Hills, it doesn't matter if we lose or win that game. I don't think they're worth enough points for us to drop it.
But still, yeah.
By the way,
you want to
mention that to the coach.
I mean, we're still going to win that game.
Yeah, we're still going to bring the same intensity we brought tonight.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much. Congratulations on a great season so far. I know you have more work to do, but thanks for joining us here in the postgame show.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Henry Westridge and Andrew Suez joining us here in the postgame show. Ernie, some quick numbers, and we'll wrap this puppy up here.
Okay. First off, for the Bangor Rams, 80 points. Henry Westridge leading the way with 27. Andrew Suez, 23, 16 for Sam Martin, 10 for Parker Noyes, so 4 scorers in double figures, 2 apiece for Colton Emerson and Keegan Sear for a total of 80. For the Hampden Academy Broncos, now 16-1. Bryce Lozier with 26 to lead the way for the Broncos, 8 apiece for Mikey Ray and T.J. Hennigan, 4 for Landon Gabrick, 3 for Braden Cole and Aiden Crystal, and 2 points for Andy Ray for their total of 54.
All right. Thank you very much, Ernie. And I want to thank our entire crew here tonight. Again, packed house. We had camera people jammed in amongst the fans and band members. But I want to thank our crew here tonight, Tina Churchill, Jeff Hoke, and Max Pottle on camera. Technical supervisor here tonight was Tina. Graphics, Mark Paulette and Paul Warner. And our director tonight, Mark Paulette. Ernie Clark, thank you very much for your work here tonight.
My pleasure.
Bit of a surprise with the differential.
Yes, but it was a surprise of excellence when you get down to it. Bangor played just that well.
All right, I'm Jim Churchill saying so long from Redberry Gymnasium. The final score, once again, the Bangor Rams 80, the Hampden Academy Broncos 54. This has been Basketball Night on Ticket TV.
Basketball Night on the Ticket is presented by Quirk Auto Group. Get your car, find it at Quirk. First National Bank. Dream first because you can. Basketball Night is also brought to you by G-Force Adventures. Coastal Auto Parts. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. Greenway Equipment Sales. United Technology Center. Stephanie Euler, Edward Jones. And by The Computer Doctor. Basketball Night on the Ticket is brought to you by Dean's Detailing. Old Town Auto Parts. Tradewinds Markets. Jeans Electronics. Mainly Pest. And Northeast Driving School. Basketball Night has been a production of Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket.